Need to see Lonnie Street and Cassie Thomas if they can make their way down here to the speaker stand. Our head dancers for this weekend. And all the folks who are responsible for these specials, which I think is the committee there, Yogi. So Ronnie, if you're around, Ronnie, if you can make your way on up here. Ronnie Beck. Hey, Chuckles. Who's Cass? Oh, there she is. She blended in. Must be the Carolina barbecue and sweet tea. All right, just been given the news that we're going to push Grand Entry back by a half hour to accommodate the folks who are making their way in here. So 7:30 Grand Entry, and what's 15 minus 30 minus 15? Somebody help me out real quick. 7:15, yeah. 7:15 will be a roll call for you singers. So be ready to go then, boys. So we're pushing Grand Entry backward, Jackie, to 7:30. Yokester. He's over here. Yogi. Bostic. Bostic Lockley, are you around? Is he around somewhere? Tell him to quit smoking. Yeah. All right, hand drum singers, listen up. As visiting public makes their way in here, I want to remind all of our singers, especially you boys that brought your hand drums, about the hand drum special going on tonight. And that'll be a one-man hand drum. We'll ask you guys to sing 2 starts of a good song for us. And we'll be doing that a little bit later on this evening. We have the following specials that'll be taking place tonight. Special dance contest sponsored by various families and also the powwow committee here. We're going to start out after we go through grand entry and our flags, acknowledging our colors and acknowledging our veterans here in our invocation and some opening remarks. We'll go right into a couple of intertribals and take us right up to the old style men's grass special. So the first special tonight will be the old style men's grass special. We'll go into some intertribals after that. Hand drum singers will be calling on you. So if you're interested in being in that one-man hand drum contest, you need to come up here to the table and see me. I'll have a registration sheet up here at the MC's table. After we get a couple of intertribals in there, we'll go with the cowboy and cowgirl specials. We'll go back to some more hand drum singers there, and then we'll go right back into our specials with our women's fancy special, then our men's fancy special, and our old style jingle special. Also throughout the weekend, going on this weekend, will be head dancers will each be sponsoring specials. Cassie Thomas and the Now special. That'll be going on tomorrow. And then our headman dancer, Mr. Lonnie Street, is having a traditional dance special, men's traditional. And what that'll be is, I think the first round of that is tonight, if I understand right, from Berna. And so, Lonnie, if you're in the building, come see me, brother. We'll talk through how we're going to take care of that. I know we had said earlier and advertised to our visiting public that our grand entry was at 7. We pushed things back a little bit to accommodate our visitors who are coming to be with us from a long way here, and the traffic situations and the storms that were around here. So we pushed our grand entry back to 7:30, and our drum roll call for all of our singers to 7:15. So right now it's about 5 minutes till 7. We got some anxious-looking folks staring at me. giving me that weird look over there. You know that look. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that look. Oh, man. And Paul G's got me up on PowWows.com right about now. Mercy. I'm glad I shaved my armpits. Jeez. Yogi said he's glad he shaved his tongue. Ooh. So we got an announcement here straight from the AD here. Yogi Bread, he's pushing our Cowboy and Cowgirl special back to Sunday. So that will be on Sunday afternoon instead of tonight. So our specials tonight, the Old Style Men's Grass special will be up first. Our Women's Fancy, Men's Fancy. Move your hand, Yogi, so I can read the rest of it. And our Old Style Ladies Jingle. Also, hand drum singers, you need to come see me. I'm putting the sheet up right here at the speaker stand. One man, I can't call one a team. There's no I in team, so one man hand drum contest starting up tonight. We're going to be asking our host drums if they would make their way around. And I'm going to ask to hear from you guys here in just a few moments. As our visiting public joining us here, they didn't come to hear CDs and they didn't come to hear me talk. They came to hear some good sounds from all over Indian country. So Thunder Voice and Southern Eagle, if you guys would get ready here, we'll be calling on you guys for some songs here shortly. And the hand drum sheet has been started with Brother Two Braids here. Number one. You always wanted to be number one, didn't you? Right? Just say yeah. right, thank you there. That was our host Northern Drum and our singing champions, Northern singing champions from last year, ladies and gentlemen, coming to us from Robinson County, North Carolina. Give a big round of applause to Thunder Voice, our host Northern Drum this weekend. And we're going to turn it over here to my left to our host Southern Drum, our Southern singing champions from last year's celebration, Southern Eagle. Oh, warm us up, boys. Warm us up. All right, thank you very much to Southern Eagle for giving us that warm-up there. We got a little time before our roll call, so what we'd like to do is pass along a few announcements to our dancers who have come to be with us here this evening about the specials that are going on, and also to make some various announcements about our schedule for the weekend. So tonight what we have going on, ladies and gentlemen, mostly is our dance specials that were sponsored by the committee. Some of them sponsored by families from around this area. And the ones that specifically are going on tonight are the men's old style grass will be the first one up there. Ladies fancy shawl, and then men's fancy. And then also I need to see our head man dancer, Lonnie Street, if he'd make his way in here. I want to talk to him about round number 1 of the men's traditional special that's going to be going on throughout the weekend. In the meantime, and in between those specials there, we'll be having some intertribals. We'll also have some exhibition dancing by our dancers. Many of them have come from all 4 corners of what we call Turtle Island, this great land that we know now as North America. And we have champions that have come to be with us from places like the Great Lakes and from Oklahoma, from down in Texas, also up in the New York area there, in the New England area. And even Dale Roberts came to see us, too. Let me see. His teeth were yellow before he got to the pollen, so make sure you tell him that. Sammy Beck, could you make your way up here? Sammy Beck, could you make your way to the speaker stand? We got PowWows.com in the house here. We also got Resonance Productions in the house over here. They're going to be recording our host Northern Drum this weekend. What's up, Nate? Just say yeah. What's going on, brother? So again, hand drum singers, if you're interested in the one-man hand drum contest that's going on right here, underneath my hand is the list. And you need to come up here and get registered for that because we're going to be running that throughout the evening. And in between our specials, what we'll do is we'll call 2 singers up here and we'll let you guys go head-to-head here and give us a beautiful round dance song here to entertain everyone and show us your begging skills, your women's storytelling skills there. You know the hand drum is the Indian man's begging tool of choice, right, Yogi? Just say yeah. I know you can't hear me. Before we get too far along here, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get a check real quick. Can you hear me? Can you understand what I'm saying? You good? Because all I hear is the echo. That's why I'm asking. Cool. From down here, it just sounds like I'm standing in a barrel and it's kind of going everywhere. You hear me now? Our veterans that have been selected to carry our flags tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to ask Wayne George, Keith Brown, Rod Beck, and Brian Harris if they can make their way around here to the grand entry area over to my right and see our AD there, Yogi. He's going to be getting together our flags and staffs for the night. And you turned up some? Is it me or is it you? It's always me, right? Yeah. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It's not as loud as it was. So again, we asked Mr. Wayne George, Keith Brown, Rod Beck, and Brian Harris if they can help us out here tonight. These veterans who we've asked to lead our grand entry in this evening. All right, our ADs sending first call out to all of our dancers to make your way over to the grand entry area. We'd like to have an executive committee and Chief Harris make their way on up here. So Chief Beck, if you can make your way up here. Chief Bill Harris, excuse me. Man, I got to learn how to read one day. Chief Bill Harris, if you could make your way up here to the speaker stand, we'd appreciate it. These are the people paying the bills, so I got to start getting their names right at some point, or else I don't get paid, right? Yeah. So we're going to be asking in Chief Harris's stead, we're going to be calling on the Assistant Chief here, Wayne George. He's going to be giving us some welcoming remarks here this evening before we go into our first session. So dancers, again, first call for you to make your way on over to the grand entry area. As soon as we're done with our opening remarks here, we're going to go right into our roll call. So singing groups, start making your way around, boys, as we're going to be coming to you for 2 starts each. Each one of you drum groups will start. On the northern side here, we'll go to our northern host, Thunder Voice, for 2 starts. Then we'll go Blue Smoke, Stony Creek, Stump Down, MGM. And then we'll come over to our southern singing groups, starting out with our southern host drum, Southern Eagle, and Southern Sun, Cheyenne, and then Edisto River and Southern Crew. That's the order on the southern side. We'll come to you boys again, 2 starts each for a roll call. To all of our visiting public that have joined us here this evening, we'd like to welcome you to the 4th annual Catawba Tribal Powwow here at the Winthrop Coliseum. And we're very, very happy to be in the company of our host nation this weekend, the Catawba Nation from here in South Carolina. This is my 3rd year coming to this event. And I've been here as a singer past couple of years. And I was asked last year to come back and be the speaker. And I'm very honored that Ronnie and Justin and these guys have asked me to do so. And I appreciate the invite. And we're going to have ourselves a good time this weekend. So to our visiting public, sit back and enjoy yourselves as we go right now into our welcoming remarks from our Assistant Chief here. Let's welcome him and welcome our host nation this weekend, Mr. Wayne George. We're going to pass the microphone over to him.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the 4th Catawba Powwow. I hope everyone out here has a great time. And I'd like to appreciate all these dancers that traveled all over the United States to come here to dance in our powwow with these drummer teams from all over the East Coast and around. And I wish everyone a safe trip here and to from the powwow. And I respect all of our dancers. And y'all, I hope y'all just have a great time while you're here with our people and amongst our Native American tribes from all over the East Coast and all over the United States. And I'm going to let Teresa Harris make a opening remarks on some things.
I'm Teresa Harris, and I've been on the scholarship committee since 1995. And we're always looking for some way to help our students continue their education. And in January, I had talked to Rue George Warren, and he had suggested a group out of, it was a national group that would be interested in sponsoring one of our nurses starting this next fall. And today I have Diane Kilmer, and she's already hooped over here when the drums started, so she's very familiar with Indian country. And she's a South Carolina representative for the National Society of the Colonial Danes of America. And their president of their South Carolina couldn't come, and since Diane just moved to the Rock Hill area, they let her come. But I tried to think of something that I could say about the award for the scholarship, but I couldn't, so I'm going to read the email that I received January 2nd, 2013. It says, Dear Teresa, in 1928, a member of the National Society of Colonial Dames of America visited the Crow and Cheyenne Reservation and was appalled at the living conditions on the reservation. After some soul searching, she conceived the idea of the NSCDA American Indian Nurse Scholarship Fund. She proposed preparing young Indian women. In those days, nurses were all women, for the skilled vocation of nursing, with the intention that they would return to the reservation to work within their tribes to improve public health. In the intervening years, nursing has undergone fundamental change as a profession. Educational demands have gone from trained nurses by hospital-based schools to today's highly technical allied healthcare professionals. Levels of training range from certified nursing assistants to licensed practical nurses to registered nurses to nurses with BSN degrees and specializations with MS degrees, certifications, and doctoral degrees. Our nursing scholarship applicants must have a very demanding academic preparation to be accepted in a good nursing program. With the cost of education what it is today, we feel scholarships like ours are essential to enable nursing students to stay in school until they complete their training. This semester we have 9 scholarship winners. They are all at least 1/4 Native American and all are registered with a tribe. They are attending schools in Arizona, Alaska, South Dakota, North Carolina, New Mexico, Utah, Boston, and Montana. Our scholarships are $1,000 a semester, automatically renewed if the student maintains a reasonable grade point average. We try to stay with the student until they have completed their training. The money comes from our state societies and individuals, and the students learn about us on the web and through their schools. In addition to the NSCDA scholarship, individual state societies like Georgia and Alabama sponsor their own students. There is a group of ladies in South Carolina who raise money each year for the Indian Nurse Scholarship, and they would like very much to sponsor a South Carolina student and follow her through her schooling experience. The problem is that they have not known how to find such a student. We have known Rue George Warren for several years through the Blair School at Vanderbilt. The responsibility of this program fell into my lap last spring when the lady in charge discovered she had a stage 4 cancer. In ensuring 8 months, I have learned a great deal about nursing, but most important, I have become involved with the students and quite passionate about this program. Knowing Rue's Catawba background, I asked if there was any way we could perhaps partner with South Carolina ladies together with a potential nursing student from his tribe. I hope this information is helpful. I will attach the cover letter and application we send to all interested students. Once you have a chance to review it, please let me know your thoughts about being able to partner with Catawbas. I know South Carolina ladies would be thrilled to have a student so close at home. During that time, I went through our file of our scholarship students that are on file at this point, and we had 6 nursing students. So I sent them the same copy of this letter and the information, and at this point we've had at least 2 to apply. So this fall we're hoping to have one of our students to be honored with this scholarship. And I'd like to thank Diane for taking her time out and for her moving from Washington to Rock Hill and enjoy being here, because she really is a person that really knows Indian country. And thank y'all very much.
This means a lot to Colonial Dames. Well, this means a lot to Colonial Dames of America, and it hits especially home for me because my mother was a nurse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our Assistant Chief and our Executive Committee here a big round of applause for having us this weekend, for welcoming us to their home here and serving as our host nation this weekend. Thank you to the Catawba tribal leadership there. All right, boys, we're going to go right into our drum roll call here. And again, we're going to start on the northern side of the house. We're going to ask for 2 starts each from you, starting out with our host northern drum this weekend. These guys are singing champions, northern singing champions from last year. Thunder Boys. Kick us off, boys. Give us 2 starts. Blue Smoke, Stony Creek, Stumptown, and MGM. Think about it, boys. This is power time here in Rock Hill. Let's get them started, boys. All right, thank you, Thunder Voice. Call the dancers for me, Blue Smoke. Where you boys at? John, help me out. Troy. All right, thank you, Blue Smoke. We're going to switch it up now, boys. We're going to go one start each. We turn it over to Stony Creek. One start, boys. Help me out, Big D. Right now, yeah. Stumptown, MGM, and Medicine Tail on the northern side. Be ready to help me out here, boys. Southern Eagle, Southern Sun, South Side, Edisto River. Southern Crew, one start, boys. Short, sweet, and to the point. Thanks, boys. Stumptown. Help me out over there, Chris. Thank you, Stumptown MGM. We're coming to you, boys. One start, bud. Oh, you got some characters over there. All right, thank you, MGM. We're going to round things up over here on the northern side. Medicine Tail. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to all of our Northern singing groups there, our host, Thunder Voice, and all of our contest Northern singing groups. We're coming over here to the southern side of the house to finish out our roll call. Southern Eagle, Southern Host Drum, one start, boys. Help me out, Bustic. Southern Sun, stand by. All right, thank you, Southern Sun. Southern Eagle, excuse me. Southern Sun, you're up next. Boys, give us one start. That's the first time I made that mistake. Let's keep track this weekend, okay? I'll do it again, I promise. All right, thank you, Southern Sun. Moving right along here. South Side, answer the roll call, boys. Edisto River and Southern Crew. Be ready to answer the roll call as we get ready for our invocation here. Thank you there, boys. That was South Side. Edisto River. Wake them up, boys. One start. All right, thank you, Edisto River. Last drum here, Southern Crew. Answer the roll call. You boys aren't ready. All right. So let's Give a big round of applause to all of our Southern groups here, folks. Our host Southern, Southern Eagle, and all of our Southern Contest singing groups. We're ready to get things started here with our first session at this year's celebration, the 4th annual Catawba celebration here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you would stand with me as we honor our Creator with a word of prayer here, an invocation before we go into our grand entry. And we've called on one of the elders from right here in the tribe. He's a veteran, United States military. He's going to be carrying one of our flags this afternoon as well. Mr. Rod Beck, if he would, to give us some kind words and invocation here this evening.
Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we're thankful for the opportunity to be able to gather tonight in this great celebration of our American heritage, our Native American heritage. We're thankful for the opportunity to share this experience with our friends and neighbors. We ask Thee to watch over all those that participate, that they'll be able to do it in safety. Watch over us as we journey to and from, that no harm or danger will be following us. Continue to watch over our military, that they'll be able to do their job in safety and be able to keep us safe. These are things we pray for in the name of our Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Rod Beck. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would continue to stand with me, we're getting ready to go into our first grand entry here. And as we do, we're going to call on our host drums here. We're starting out with the host northern drum there. Thunder Voice was to be calling on you for the first 4 starts of our grand entry here. And then we'll come back over here to Southern Eagle to pick up the next 4 starts. We'll go back and forth with you guys to bring all of our dancers in here as we kick things off. To all you folks sitting up here behind me, kind of nervous. I don't talk with people around behind my back a lot, so at least people that don't have handcuffs and guns with them. But anyway, that's enough about my personal life, right, Mike? Yeah. You'll learn a lot more about me personally if you sit behind me all weekend. To all the people in front of me, I apologize that you have to look at my face all weekend, too. Yeah. They got my good side. Jeez. You ready to go over here, Yogi? Our arena director, Yogi, says we're ready to go with our first grand entry of the weekend. So here we go. We're going to call on our 2012 Northern Singing Champions there to start us off there. Thunder Voice, our host Northern Drum Boys. Help me out, Kaya. And call the dancers for our first grand entry of the weekend. To all of our visiting public, again, we'd like to welcome you here to Catawba Country and the Winthrop Coliseum, the site of the 4th annual Catawba powwow here in Rock Hill. And this procession you see before you here, ladies and gentlemen, is known as the Grand Entry, where we bring our dancers in behind these staffs and these flags and these warriors that carry them into this circle, this arena that you see before you. This arena that belongs to those warriors, that belongs to those veterans, and so it's only appropriate that they lead that way for us here this afternoon. And we'd like to introduce these veterans to you here. We're going to start out with our flag carrier here, our staff carrier. He is our head veteran this weekend. He comes to us from the Halawassaponi Nation of North Carolina. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Mike Richardson. He's retired from the United States Army. Right behind him, carrying these beautiful colors that you see, ladies and gentlemen, carrying that American flag, Mr. Wayne George. All these gentlemen that you see here have served our country in the United States military, carrying the state flag of South Carolina, Mr. Keith Brown, carrying the Catawba Nation flag, Mr. Rod Beck, who we just heard from here during our invocation, and carrying the POW flag, Mr. Brian Harris. Let's give our veterans, our color guard here, a big, warm, welcoming round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Right behind our color guard, we see a host of young ladies and gentlemen there who were elected or selected by various groups and various tribal organizations and communities to represent those tribes and organizations throughout Powwow country and throughout Indian country, rather. And so they send their finest to be with us here this weekend in Catawba country. I don't have the names of all these individuals. We'll allow them to introduce themselves a little bit later on. But give our royalty a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as they join us here and they represent their tribes and their organizations. Right behind our veterans there and behind our royalty, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to these individuals who have been asked to serve in the capacity of our head dancers this weekend. This young man you see to my far right is a champion northern traditional dancer who is originally from Tama, Iowa, in the great Meskwaki Nation there. And he makes his home now in Hollister, North Carolina. Who's our northern traditional champion from last year. And he's been asked to be our head dancer this year, Mr. Lonnie Street. Let's give him a big round of applause, everybody. He's come to be our head man dancer this weekend. Accompanying Lonnie is our ladies' traditional champion from last year. This lady is also a former Miss Indian World, and holding that title in that capacity, represented all the native people of North and South America proudly as she traveled. She calls the great state of New York her home. She's from the Six Nations. Let's welcome Miss Cassie Thomas. Let's welcome her, our head lady dancer this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. She's got her bodyguard with her there too. Yeah. All right. Our arena director this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, has decided to acknowledge our ladies, acknowledge our mothers, our grandmothers, and our aunties by allowing our ladies dancers to come in here first. Our mothers and our aunties, the givers of life, those who gave birth to us, those who nurture us whenever we're sick and bring us along and raise us in that appropriate way. And so he brings in our ladies' traditional, our ladies' jingle, and our ladies' fancy shawl to lead our procession in this afternoon. Thank you, Thunder Voice. We're going to kick it over here to our host Southern Drum, our Southern singing champions from last year, Southern Eagle, to keep our grand entry going as we continue to acknowledge our ladies here this afternoon. Our ladies' jingle, our ladies' fancy shawl, our teen girls who are dancing along with these grown ladies, and also our junior girls as well. Let's give all of our ladies dancers a big round of applause, everybody, and welcome them here into our circle this evening. Nieces coming in here. Our junior girls fancy shawl and our teen girls fancy shawl. Taking notes from their mothers and from their aunties here. Oh, you're looking sharp, ladies. That's some sweet beadwork. Uh-huh. Coming by our speaker stand now, ladies and gentlemen, we saw our ladies that came in the arena earlier. And now our AD has asked our men to lead the way into the arena. Our men's Northern Traditional leading the way, and I'd like to welcome my brother Edmund Tate here, who's leading our warriors into the arena. You got your storyteller with you there, Nate Tate. Appreciate you bringing that, brother. Uh-huh. Looking good, boys, except for you. Yeah. Wearing these bustles proudly, ladies and gentlemen, our men's Northern Traditional. Let's give them a big round of applause as they make their way by the speaker stand. Uh-huh. They came out of the woodworks this weekend. You ready to pick them up, Thunder Voice? Right behind our men's Northern Traditional, we have our teen men's Northern Traditional, our junior boys Traditional, our nephews here. Oh, dance proud nephews. Rocking to some Southern Eagle here. Stand by to pick them up, Thunder Voice. Oh, thank you, boys. Back over here to my right-hand side, the northern side of the house. Pick them up, Thunder Voice, as we see our nephews coming by the stage, and our men's chicken as well. Our men's Eastern War, and our men's Southern Straight. I get to see a lot of my friends from this vantage point. Our brothers from New England there, our men's Eastern War coming into the arena. A few of these Oklahoma boys making their way by the speaker stand now. Ooh. Right after our men's Southern Straight there right in front of our speaker stand, we get to see our men's grass, as Northern style dancers coming by. Let's give these boys a round of applause and welcome them into our circle here this evening. Our men's grass dancers, our junior men's grass, teen boys grass, men's chicken. Ah, boys. just in time, too. Give them one more thunder voice as we welcome our men's fancy dancers into the arena. Oh, dance some bustles, boys. I'll make them give you another push-up, Bubba. All of our dancers are in the arena. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see from our grand entry here at the 4th annual celebration, show some love, show some love. Put your hands together for these champion dancers who have come to be with us. Ooh. Yeah, thank you, Thunder Voice, and thank you, Southern Eagle, for those beautiful grand entry songs. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you remain standing with me here, we're going to clear this area right in front of the speaker stand where we're going to post our colors here shortly. We're going to be calling on the Southern Eagle singers to give us our flag song to acknowledge our staff and these beautiful flags you see before you and these veterans who have come into our arena carrying them. And then after that, we're going to ask our Thunder Voice will be coming to you boys to honor all of our veterans from all of our armed services who have come to be with us, native and non-native, who have come to be with us here at this year's celebration. So without further ado, we're going to acknowledge this staff and these veterans and our flag of these United States and our tribal flag here of the Catawba Nation with an appropriate song. We'll turn it over to our host, Southern Drum, Southern Eagle. Boys, if you would be so kind as to render a beautiful song this afternoon. At all times, ladies and gentlemen, we're mindful of this great staff you see before you that belongs to our host nation this weekend, the Catawba people. Those that have gone on before us, the elders of this community, the other tribal leadership in the past of this community. That staff stands for them, and it stands for the lessons that have been learned by those who are still here from those who have gone on before them. And we always take time here, right after our grand entry, to acknowledge those who have gone on and those who still continue to teach us every day. Some of them are still with us. So to all of my folks from my generation and younger, I challenge you this weekend as you see these elders here with us, and you see the staff before you, to take time to speak to these elders, take time to spend a little time with them, to acknowledge the lessons that they have to teach each and every one of us. Thank you very much there, Southern Eagle, for that beautiful flag song. And also, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, this arena that belongs to these veterans, not just the ones you see here before you that have brought our colors in, but all of our veterans who are gathered here, both in this arena and to the community as well. And at this time, we invite them all into the arena before we post our colors. Yo, we're going to do this before we post our colors. Is that good? We're going to dance them out. Is that right? So we're going to invite all of our veterans to accompany these colors out of the arena. So if you're with us, ladies and gentlemen, and you've served in our great armed forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, the Reserves, I ask you to come on out in the arena now and to join our head dancers and to join our color guard here and acknowledge each other here this afternoon. Let's give these warriors a big round of applause and a welcome home, ladies and gentlemen, as they come forward here. Without their service, there's certain freedoms that you and I, as citizens of these great United States, wouldn't be able to have here. One of those is the freedom of assembly, to assemble right here today and to celebrate who we are as a people without any interference from our government helpers, as we would say. But nah, all jokes aside, though, these guys have laid it on the line in fronts in places like Korea and Vietnam and Afghanistan and Iraq. And in a time where there's a lot of turmoil going on throughout the globe, we're mindful of the folks that are in our military installations and places that they might be asked to go here within the next few months and the things that they may be asked to do. So we keep those prayers in mind as we go over here to Thunder Voice. Boys, if you would, give us a veteran song. Acknowledge the veterans here this afternoon. Again, veterans, if you're with us, a lot of them are coming here and speaking to me. If you'd like to come on out here, these colors are what you've fought so hard for. It's what you've sacrificed of yourselves, your time, your heart, your service, is to defend these colors. And so it's appropriate at this time that we ask you to come here and to dance these colors out of the arena for the evening. Continue to acknowledge these veterans with your applause, ladies and gentlemen. Show them some love and appreciation. Bring them home with one more of the Thunder Voice as our veterans take these colors out of the arena for the evening. Dancers, I ask you to join our head dancers in the arena here. Acknowledge these colors. Oh, looking sharp, Brother Lonnie. All right, thank you, Thunder Voice. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for all these veterans who have come to be with us this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen in the stands here, you can be seated, and we're going to turn the microphone over now via our arena director here, Yogi. He's going to be taking the microphone out here to our representatives and our royalty who have come to be with us and danced in our grand entry. So, Yogi.
My name is Gail White. I'm from the Catawba Nation. I represent my tribe as Mrs. Catawba. Thank you for coming out.
I'm Joanne George Bauer, and I'm a Catawba Indian.
I'm Elizabeth Plyler, and I'm proud to be here. I'm Elizabeth Plyler, and I'm glad to be here.
I'm Cheryl Mackey Gordon. I'm a Catawba Indian, and I'm proud to be here tonight.
I'm Wanda Kitchen. I'm a Catawba Indian.
Tonda Medlin, Catawba Indian.
I'm Cassidy Plyler. I'm Miss Catawba 2012-2013.
Hi, I'm Melissa Henderson, and I'm Little Miss Catawba of the Catawba Indian.
Hey, I'm Cheyenne Beck. I'm Team Miss Catawba.
Hi, I'm Brianna Printup, and I represent Turtle Island Princess.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dakota Payne, and I represent all North Carolina Native American youth in the state of North Carolina as your 2012-2013 Mr. NCNAO. Thank you.
How about a round of applause for everybody here? Thank you very much.
I'll put Yogi to work as the MC here in a minute, and I'll go back to my room. That guy you just heard from there, folks, here's your arena director. He comes to us from Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Let's give a big round of applause to the guy in the big brown hat here, Philip Yogi Bread. Coming back here to be with us. He was the AD last year. Coming here to work with us this year. Thanks, Yogi. So what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for our specials, I want to make a few quick announcements to all of our dancers and to our singers as well. We're going to go with 4 intertribals here. We're going to ask Southern Eagle to pick up the first one. We're going to ask Thunder Voice to pick up the next intertribal. And then Blue Smoke and Southern Sun stand by for intertribals. I want to speak one more time to the hand drum singers who are here with us. Got this one-man hand drum special going on tonight only. And what we're going to do is, in between our specials, I'll be calling on 2 hand drum singers to come up here and give us 2 starts of a hand drum song. So I have a registration sheet right here on the table. I need you to come see me. I need you to get registered for that if you want to participate tonight. After we're done with our first 4 intertribals there, we're going to go straight into the men's old-style grass special. So men's grass dancers, be ready. These specials are all ages 18 and up. Is that right, Yog? So these specials tonight, ages 18 and up. After our old-style men's grass special, after some intertribals there and some exhibitions, the women's fancy special be ready to go. And the Kelly Woods family be ready with that special. And then the men's fancy special, the ladies' old-style jingle special as well. And then round number 1 of the Lonnie Street special will be tonight. You can see it there, Lonnie, brother. So we'll take care of round number 1 today, round 2 tomorrow, and the finals on Sunday, right, Lonnie? So we'll be taking care of that throughout the weekend from our head dancer there. We got a couple of lost numbers up here on the MC's table, dancer number 234 and 252. We need you to come up here and retrieve your numbers. Right now, we're going to go into 4 intertribals, our first 4 of the weekend. We're going to start out with the host Southern Drum here. These guys are Southern singing champions from last year, Southern Eagle. Give us that first intertribal of the weekend here, the 4th annual Catawba celebration. Kick us off in the right way, boys. Stand by, Thunder Voice. Right there, Tate, yeah. Thank you, Southern Eagle, for our first intertribal of the weekend. We're going to go over here to our host Northern Drum now. We're going to be calling on Thunder Voice. Give us our first Northern intertribal of the weekend, boys. So sing it loud, proud, good from the woods, yeah. Stand by Southern Sun. Man, that rings. Ouch. Blue smoke hanging there as well, boys. We're coming to you for intertribals. All right, thank you, Thunder Voice. We got a feather down here, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to ask our dancers, if you would, to kind of step to the sides of the arena here as we allow our head veteran, Mike Richardson, and our arena director there to let me know how they want to take care of this in an appropriate way. So as our head veteran's taking care of this feather here, I want to make a couple of quick announcements. Our hand drum sheet here is filling up, so come on up and see me. If you aren't on the hand drum sheet and you're interested in being on the hand drum sheet, come up here and check me out. As soon as we're done here with this situation in the arena, this eagle point that's fallen here, we're going to be calling on Southern Sun, so stand by, boys. So I understand they want to pick this feather up here with a song. So we're going to be calling on our host Northern Drum here, Thunder Voice. I've been told by our head veteran here and our AD that with this pickup song is going to be our only pickup song of the weekend. We're going to acknowledge these parts that have fallen, and if any more of these eagle parts fall this weekend, our head veteran will be taking care of them the way he was taught and the right that he was given to take care of them. So we're going to be asking Thunder Voice here for a 2 and 4. We've asked 4 veterans to come and be with us here to pick up this feather in an appropriate way. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask out of respect for these parts and the warriors for which they stand, we'll ask you to stand with me if you don't mind. Remove your hats. We'll ask you to put away your recording equipment and put away your cameras at this time as we acknowledge these fallen Eagle parts here and we allow our veterans to pick them up. Thunder Voice, whenever you boys are ready, give us those songs at 2 starts and then 4 starts of the pickup there.
I've had enough over the years. I could have made a gesture to him. Tell the stories right now. You probably won't have to. That's what I was thinking. Probably doing it. Talk to him. Talk to him. What's up with the gun, Lonnie? Huh? The gun, man. Oh yeah. In case I'm going to the bar tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the way I was taught was to allow these veterans time with this young man who dropped these Eagle parts. So we're going to acknowledge these veterans here and allow them their time to handle this in an appropriate way. And as they do, I'm going to make a couple of quick announcements here. We're going to continue on with our intertribals here in just a second. We're going to be asking Blue Smoke and Southern Sun. I think Southern Sun, you guys will be up first actually there, and then Blue Smoke. And then after those intertribals, we need the Old Style Men's Grass Special. The participants in that special to stand by, and we'll be coming to you right after our next couple of intertribals. That special, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by Packy. It's an engineering firm here, and we'll be talking a little bit more about them as we go along. I'm going to yield the microphone now to our head veteran who's going to speak about what just transpired here, Mr. Mike Richardson. I'm going to give him the microphone.
Mikio Mitchum Kiho Mahasupana. I bring you greetings from the Red Earth people, the Holowasaponi people out of Holliston, North Carolina. We're proud to be here today. We thank the Catawba people, the Catawba elders for having us here and to be able to dance in your presence. What you just saw was an eagle feather being dropped. For those that are not aware, when an eagle feather is dropped, it is one of our fallen warriors that's fallen, and it represents that for us. There is a story that goes along with it, which I told this young man, that's something that when we wear these feathers, we have to know that story. We have to know what these feathers represent. He's a young man. Talking to my elder brothers, we decided to give the feather back to him and that it be taken care of with the proper respect. We try to encourage our young people to move forward and be all that they can be for you, our people, and everyone else. As a veteran, as your head veteran today, and being the one that picked up the eagle feather, we tell stories about our battle and what we've done to get where we are. I spent 23 years in the United States Army, jumping out of perfectly good airplanes. I've been in 8 different conflicts all over the world. In one, we touched down on an island, and we spent about 30 days there. The last 2 weeks did counter sniper fire. tracking down snipers. Anybody that's been in combat knows one of the most dangerous things you can do is go after snipers. We did this. We had a sniper that was shooting into the village we were in. He did this every day. On one of the days, he hit a 5-year-old child and almost took his arm off. And then, those that have been in the jungle know you can't see very much in the jungle. Trying to find someone in that is very difficult to do. For 3 days, we tracked him down using 3-man counter sniper teams. On the 5th day, we cornered him up on a hilltop between a ridge. He fired until he ran out of ammo, and we closed in and we brought him in. On the way back, as we came into the village, we had to then protect him to keep the villagers from taking his life. This child meant a lot to this village. It meant a lot to us that was there. For those of you that have those close ones that are in combat now in Afghanistan, a few that are still in Iraq, there are other operations going on around the world. Love them, appreciate them, and just understand what each and every one has done. My 3 brothers that stood and danced with me today, thank you so much. My 2 elder brothers, Vietnam veterans both, thank you for the honor of being with me today, I hope.
Well, thank our head veteran there for his kind words and speaking the way he was taught to during that situation. So we're going to go right into our intertribals here. I'm pleased to be joined here at the speaker stand by my brother, who is our head man dancer here this weekend, Lonnie. I just admitted to everybody that you're my brother. Oh, God. What did I do? And to that one guy up there in the stands who's got no business hitting on that girl, we have your wedding ring up here. Yeah, you thought you lost it, quote unquote. So if there's some guy following you around, ladies, tell him his wedding ring is at the MC's table. Yeah. Yeah, it could be a girl's toe ring, couldn't it, Yogi? That explains the corn on it. Anyway, we're going to go back over here to Southern Sun to get our intertribal started back up. Is this thing on? They didn't even answer my jokes, Lonnie. Is this thing on? All right, we're calling all of our dancers back to the arena. We're going to end out this round of intertribals that we started up here. 2 more coming at you. You're listening to Southern Sun right now. And we're going to be turning it over here to Blue Smoke for our last intertribal in this set. And then we're going to be calling on all of our tiny tots real quick, fast, and in a hurry before nap time, before bedtime, rather. They get an exhibition for you. So tiny tots, stand by before we go into the old style men's grass special. Southern Eagle, stand by for our tiny tots. All right, thank you, Southern Sun, for that beautiful intertribal. Boys, we're going over here to Blue Smoke. This is the last intertribal of this set. Tiny Tots, stand by, Tiny Tots. We're coming to you right after this song. And then the old style men's grass special. Stand by. The folks from Packy are here. Engineering firm who's going to be sponsoring that special. All right, we want to thank Thunder Voice, Southern Eagle, Blue Smoke, and Southern Sun for our first 4 intertribals of the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, you can clear the arena as we make way now for our exhibition of our Tiny Tot dancers. Our registered Tiny Tots, bring them out, Mom and Dad. We want to get them out here before bedtime. It's already past my bedtime, but I just called my mom. She said it was okay. So I'm going to hang out for a little while. I just called your mom too. Oh. I saw that. Your mom says hi, Lonnie. Oh, mercy. So again, we're going to ask our mom and dad to bring their tiny tots out here. And then we'd like to ask the participants in the men's old style grass to stand by, start stretching, talk to your sports psychologist about the special coming up here in just a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, our kids who are in the arena now, our tiny tots, this is the best we have to offer as Native people, is to teach these ways to the next generation. And as a young parent myself, and I think I speak on behalf of all of us who think that this is our responsibility, as it was to those before us, to pass along those dance ways and these singing ways and the ways of this arena, to respect it and to respect what goes on in this arena and around these drums and these songs and so forth, so that it carries on the future generations. And among these folks right here, you don't just see future champions in this dance arena, but you also see future doctors and lawyers and tribal council members, and maybe even an ex-senator or president or governor or what have you right here before you. It'd be pretty cool to have an Indian president, don't you think? Yeah. So let's give these tiny tots a big welcoming round of applause and encouragement here as we take it over here to our host Southern Drum, Southern Eagle. Give them 4 stars here, dance them hard, make them earn this candy money here this evening. It'll be Mountain Dew and Pixie Stick time in just a minute, boys and girls. Yeah. I think I just saw a beaded pamper there, Daniel. Oh, I think I just saw a beaded diaper. Oh, that was yours. Never mind. Oh. Watch closely, Tony. You might learn something. Yeah. How about it one more time, ladies and gentlemen? Give our Tiny Tots a round of applause. Hey, boys and girls, make your way over here and see Uncle Yogi. He's got something for you over here. Ordinarily, I wouldn't tell you to do that, but he doesn't have his van with him. Yeah. Come on over. He's got some candy money for you, some Mountain Dew money. That reminds me of Talladega Nights, you know, those kids sitting around talking to their Grandpa Chip. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Yeah, that's right. Participants in the old style men's grass special standby. And as they come around here, Thunder Voice standby, you're going to have the songs for this contest here. Over here, seated to my left, we got the man himself, Mr. Paul G, and the folks from PowWows.com here. And right now, we got over 500 viewers in 9 countries that are joining us here online and taking part in the Catawba powwow this weekend. Right now, we got people from, of course, the United States and Canada. We got people from the UK, Germany, Lebanon, Australia, Switzerland, China, and France. So we'd like to say hello to all of our friends across the water. We'd also like to say hi to all of our folks here in the 46 different states who are logged on and checking us out here in Catawba country. And pass the word on to your friends. You can watch it. You can even watch it on your mobile device at video.powwows.com. So go check us out and go tell a friend. Post it on your Facebook page. Tweet it. +1 it on Google+. Yeah, I'm a geek. I know all the terms, Paul. Yeah. LinkedIn. How many of you still got a MySpace? It's all lonely in your space right now, isn't it? Yeah, nobody over there. The not-so-social network, all your passwords have been locked because you didn't log in the past 20 years. So participants in the men's grass special, the old-style men's grass special, if you would come on into the arena, boys, I'd like to speak a little bit now about the organization who is responsible for sponsoring this special here. It's an engineering firm named Packy, who is, their logo is right here on our banner behind us. They've contributed a lot of the funds to make this weekend possible. And one of those things that are making possible is our old-style men's grass special here. They're a Native American Indian-owned business enterprise. They provide architectural, engineering, planning, and related services to Native tribes and other municipalities in the U.S. They've got a headquarters in Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, home of the Cardinals. Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, Patino country, the national champions. That's right. And they also have a Western regional office in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And they've been in business for about 16 years now, and they work on stuff from healthcare to correctional facilities. So some of you guys may have spent some time in some of Packy's finest work behind the bars there in one of our correctional facilities. I hope you've been corrected. Yeah. So we'd like to thank them for helping us out here and helping out the folks in Catawba country with sponsoring this special to bring these champions down here to the great state of South Carolina. The special they've sponsored is this men's old-style grass style of dance, and we're going to ask these gentlemen to come on into the arena. We're going to start out, Yogi, we're going to start out with a warm-up for these guys. To get them started here, 2 starts, we'll go there to Thunder Voice for 2 starts to get these boys stretched out here, get the juices flowing. We'll be asking Stony Creek, we'll come to them for 4 starts to the first contest song. We'll come back to Thunder Voice for the second song, the change up there for the contest. Is that good with you? Just give the people what they want, Yogi. And again, to that creepy guy who's following all the single ladies around, we have your wedding ring here. So send them our way, ladies. Our judges here for the men's old-style grass special, Mr. Eric Bird, Neil Manasseh, Frederick Parton Jr., Audie Totem, and Verna Street. Some of these boys have been riding all day long in the car. And this is the first chance they've had to stretch their legs. So 2 starts there of a warm-up. And we'll go to Stony Creek for the first straight song. And then back to Thunder Voice for the change up. 2 times through in this first song there, just to warm them up. Judges, You can excuse from these first two starts here as we want to warm these boys up. Let's go get them, boys. Thunder Voice. Whenever you're ready, warm them up. All right, thank you, Thunder Voice. Give these boys a round of applause as they're ready for contest time here. In this old-style men's grass special, I've asked Stony Creek if they would to give us a song these boys can swing and sway to, that old-style grass dance sway. And where this dance comes from, ladies and gentlemen, is the area that we now call the Dakotas, an area we call the Northern Plains in our modern vernacular. And tribes like the Arikara and the Hidatsa, and these guys who would send these grass dancers out to bless our grounds and to carry prayers and offerings before gatherings. A lot of times these old-style dancers didn't even wear those bustles on their back, but as anything happens and it gets modernized and it evolves over time, you see these guys adopt these brighter colors and adopt these more modern materials that you see here. But they always remember that old style of dance. They always remember the origins of what they do. And they're going to acknowledge that here during this special. So I've asked Stony Creek if they would, boys, to give us contest song number 1 here in the Men's Old-Style Grass Dance Special, sponsored by the Packy Engineering Group. Let's give these guys a round of applause and get them started, ladies and gentlemen. Song number 1. Let's go get them, Jesse. let them hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Song number 1 there in the old-style men's grass dance special here this evening. Let's give them a quick pit stop here, and we're going to come back over here to Thunder Voice for their second song in the contest. Thank you, Stony Creek, for that song, boys. We're going to be asking Southside to stand by with an intertribal. We're also going to be asking Stony Creek to stand by with an intertribal after this. And then we'll be going into some exhibitions, so stand by, boys. We're going to be calling right now on Thunder Voice for the second song. I think it's going to be Singer's Choice there. Boys, you know what to do. As we get ready to crown the champion here in the Old Style Men's Grass Dance Special here Friday Night Live in Rock Hill. Let's go get them, boys. All right, give them a big round of applause there for the second song. Thank you, Thunder Voice. We're going to line you boys up here. Yogi, you know what to do. And our judge is going to make that decision here and tally up the scores. And when are we going to announce this thing, Yogi? Is it the end of the powwow? Is that right? So at the end of the powwow Sunday, we'll announce the winner of this special. All right, we're going to be asking Southside to stand by with an intertribal. We're going to be asking Stony Creek as well, as we ask for 2 intertribals here. And then we're going to be calling on all the dancers in our boys and girls categories, dancers ages 8 to 12, for an exhibition there. That'll be up after these 2 intertribals. So boys and girls ages 8 to 12, start thinking about it. You boys shake hands and make nice. After those exhibitions, we're going to be calling on a couple of our hand drum singers here. So boys, start thinking about your songs. We're going to go right down the list. We've got so far 10 contestants signed up. And as an act and executive order in my first term here as the MC at this powwow, I'm going to cut it off at whoever the next one is to sign up. So you got 5 minutes to sign up here. My man Budrick Day is up here right now, and he's signing up. He's number 11. So I'm cutting it off at 12. So the next guy to sign up will be the last guy to sign up. All right, we're going to be calling our head dancers down here, and we're going to go with these two intertribals here. South side, start us off, boys. Dancers, come on around, and again, we're going to be asking our 8 to 12-year-olds to stand by for your exhibition. South side. Kick it, boys. Thank you, Southside. Appreciate that, Intertribal boys. Before we go any further, we'd like to acknowledge the folks from Packy who helped make that special possible, and in particular, Mr. Matt Rydell. The Catawba Nation wants to thank you for all that you do for the tribe and for the powwows. Matt here, Matt Rydell. Is anybody can point me in his direction? If he's here. Well, thank you, Matt. And we're going to go ahead with our next intertribal. Here's Stony Creek. We're turning it over to you boys for an intertribal to round us out here. 8 to 12-year-old boys and girls. Start thinking about it. We're coming to you right after this. Take it away, boys. right, thank you very much, Stony Creek and South Side. For those two intertribals, you can clear the arena, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll be going over to Stumptown. We're going to be asking you guys for the song for all of our 8 to 12-year-old boys and girls categories combined for an exhibition here. Dale, you remember that $100 you owe me? So Stumptown, stand by for this song for our 8 to 12-year-old boys and girls. And then we're going to go right into hand drum. We're going to be calling out the first, let's make it 2 hand drum singers here. The first 2 hand drum singers, Ren and Stimpy's cousin and Bowen Smith. You guys will be up first. Our hand drum judges tonight will be Lonnie Street, Daryl Bird, Joey Jordan, Joe Lyles, and Daniel Tramper. So if you want to hang out here close by, boys, we'll be coming to you in just a moment. But we want to exhibition these boys and girls categories here. Traditional grass, fancy jingle, Southern straight chicken, all of them in here combined together. And we'll be seeing them in their individual contests starting tomorrow afternoon. But we want to showcase them here tonight for you. So we're going to go over here to Stumptown. Boys, if you would, give us a song here to showcase our juniors, 8 to 12s. right, how about a round of applause for all of our boys and girls categories there, the 8 to 12-year-olds. You guys can clear the arena. We're going to be calling on our hand drum singers, or hand drum judges, rather. Hand drum judges. Come and run in Lonnie, Daryl, Joey, Joe, and Daniel. And also Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. If you can come on down here. Oh, some of you folks know what I'm talking about. Yeah. My voice changed a long time ago. I'm not going to try to be Ralph Tresvant up here. Yeah. Our first two hand drum singers are going to be Ren and Stimpy's cousin and Bowen Smith. Now, we're going to go about halfway through this list tonight, Yogi. Is that right? With our hand drum singers, we've got 14 registered. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the first 7 tonight. We're going to do the next 7 tomorrow during the first session. We ask your hand drum judges to hang in there with us for tomorrow. And then we'll add up the scores and so forth and so on. As part of your contract there, Lonnie, you have to be the head janitor and head dancer as well. So we expect you to dance grand entry with that broom. So Ren and Stimpy's cousin, we need you to come around. Powwow committee, could you get us some chairs for our singing judges here and get us something for them to write on as well? We need some ballots. Again, we're going to go top 7 here. We're going to go Ren and Stimpy's cousin and Bowen Smith right now. The next set after that will be Kea Little Turtle and Mish Conley. And then the last 3 will be Leland Thompson, Audrey Limley, and Waya Dimalanta. So we'll be going down the list to number 7. What you're about to hear, ladies and gentlemen, is these guys doing their best begging and pleading and love songing. But originally, these songs were used in, as a Warriors welcoming song, is what those round dances were for originally. When they would welcome Warriors back into a community, they would have these round dances and celebrations that the Warriors had returned home. And just like anything over the years, round dances have become popularized to the point of where these guys enjoy these as social times. And a lot of times up in the Great Lakes areas and the northern parts of our country, during the winter time when it's a little too rough weather to be doing a lot of long traveling, these guys will get together in their communities and have these community round dances and invite singers that can make their way over and take care of them in the appropriate way to come and sing and socialize, and they have feasts and so forth and enjoy themselves in the community and share those songs with one another. So judges are ready to go. Our first contestant here is going to give us 2 starts. Ren and Stimpy's cousin. Ren and Stimpy's cousin. Good stuff. So this powwow committee hand drum special list has gotten a little longer since we last spoke, and it's up to 17. And by the power invested in me, I'm going to cut it off. And what we're going to do is the first 8 tonight and the last 9 tomorrow. So you just heard from Ren and Stimpy's cousin there. We're going to be going over here to Bowen Smith, then Kea Little Turtle and Mish Conley. You will be up in the next set that we do tonight, which will be after the Women's Fancy Special. So have your songs together after the Women's Fancy Special. Will come to you for your hand drum contest. We ready to go, Yogi? All right. Bowen Smith, ladies and gentlemen, take it away, Bowen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Bowen Smith a big round of applause here. Thank you, brother. Oh, the world famous deer hunter right here, Bowen. My Facebook bro, yeah. All right, judges, you're excused for a little while. We'll be coming back to you here shortly. So keep your tab, keep your pad, keep your paper. You might need that paper in a few, Daniel. It's important paper. Oh, yeah. So we need the family of Kelly Woods and the Women's Fancy Special. The Women's Fancy Shaw Special is about to start here in just a moment. So the Woods family could come forward if they're going to be responsible for picking out our judges here. And maybe they have a speaker. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken with them yet. So come on down. In the meantime, now they're going to come back with some. They'll go back to some more in a minute. Well, I already announced it now, so next time we'll do the rest of them. We'll run them all in a minute, Lonnie. We'll run the rest of them. So, ladies Fancy Shaw special participants, ladies 18 and up, come on into the arena. Kelly Woods, the family of Kelly Woods, come forward. You know, come see Yogi right here. And as they're coming forward, you know, I don't have a lot of jokes I tell people. I have a lot of stories that I tell when I'm around. And so the other day I was at a friend of mine's house, and my man Edmund Tate, he'll appreciate this. I was at a friend of mine's house. I've known him for a long time, and him and his wife were there, and we were having dinner. And you know, when you're around people that you're around for a long time, they let their guard down a little bit, and maybe they say some things in front of you that they wouldn't ordinarily say, Yogi, you know. And so they were having a little squabble about their monthly budget. You know, she spent up all the money for the groceries on some new shoes or something. And my buddy looks at his wife and he goes, how in the world did God make you so beautiful and so stupid at the same time? He said, well, God made me beautiful so you would fall in love with me. He made me stupid so I would fall in love with you. Yeah. I thought that was pretty good. It was a true story. Kelly Woods and family, you need to come forward. The Ladies Fancy Shaw Special. If these folks aren't here, Yogi, we'll move on and do something else. We caught you off guard, I believe. Thunder Voice, we're going to ask you boys to stand by because you'll be singing the songs here for the special. To all of my teen categories, you guys stand by because right after the ladies' fancy shawl exhibition, we're going to come to you, teen boys, teen girls. While we're waiting for the Woods family to come around, we're going to be going ahead and calling our teens into the arena here. Teen boys and teen girls, come on out for your exhibition here. We're going to call on Edisto River Singers for a exhibition song for all of our teen boys and teen girls. So we can move you guys on through here and get you guys excused. So all of our 13 to 17-year-old dancers come forward. Again, folks, these dancers that you see coming out here for this combined exhibition, they'll be in the contest tomorrow. We're breaking them up into their individual categories, and you'll get to see some of the best and champion dancers, champion teens here who have come to join us here in Rock Hill, South Carolina this weekend. Final call, teen boys, teen girls. If you guys are ready, we'll go over to Edisto River. Edisto River, give us the song for our teen boys and teen girls combined exhibition here tonight.
Let me find out who it is. I wasn't going to wait on long. You know who it is, the family name? Kelly Woods.
And the rest of our hand drum singers for tonight, stand by in this order. We're going to do all the rest of you guys in this order right after this exhibition. Kaya Little Turtle, Mish Conley, Leland Thompson, Audrey Limley, Waya de Malanta, and Martina Nicholas. Be ready, all 6 of you, for back-to-back songs, 2 stars each. Our hand drum judges come back around right after our teen exhibition. Hello. All right, it's back on now. All right, thank you to all of our teens who came out there and danced their exhibition. You are excused to go put on your fresh Nike Airs and walk around and text each other even though you're standing 10 feet apart. As we know, teens don't talk to each other anymore, Lonnie. LOL smiley face. You gotta tweet each other. All right, we're gonna go with our next 6 singers in the hand drum special. So hand drum judges, come on around. After hand drum, Lenny, you wanna go ahead and do round number 1 of your special. So right after hand drum here, these 6 hand drum singers that we have coming up, we need our men's traditional, Northern and Southern, right? Northern and Southern to be ready, men's traditional, for round 1 of the Lonnie Street special. I'll be coming up right after these hand drum singers. So Kea Little Turtle, Mish Connolly, Leland Thompson, Audrey Limley, Wyatt Demalanta, and Martina Nicholas stand by. We want to apologize to the Ladies Fancy Shaw who are with us and were ready to be a part of the Ladies Fancy Shaw special. We were unable to contact Miss Kelly Woods here this afternoon. If she happens to show up here this afternoon and we get things organized, we'll give you plenty of time to get ready. If not, we'll try to run that special tomorrow. So again, Ladies Fancy Shaw, we apologize for that. We're unable to contact the family here this evening. So we need Lonnie Street, we need Daryl Bird, Joey Jordan, Joe Lyles, and Daniel Tramper to help us finish out group number 1 here in the hand drum special. Kea Little Turtle, Mish Conley are the first 2 up here. Come on, Daryl. Always waiting on Larry, Daryl, and my other brother, Daryl, over here. Yeah, little Newhart. All right, next singer up here in the hand drum special, Kea Little Turtle. 2 starts. You can start singing. They can remember long enough to know who you are. Take it away, Kea.
Baby girl, I often think of you, wishing that I was still with you. Now you're here looking good and happy. That should be me looking good with you. Hey, 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 baby girl, I often think of you, in that I was still with you. Now you're here looking good and happy. That should be me looking good with you. Hey, oh, hi, oh.
All right. Thank you very much to Kea Little Turtle. We're going to be moving on down the line there to Miss Connolly. Miss, come on out. Hang out back here in the cut for a while with Ren and Stimpy's cousin. Yeah. How many of you folks up here in the bleachers, this is your first time at a powwow? Many of you? Mine too. I plan on staying at a Holiday Inn Express tonight, make that stretch up there, you know. Don't worry, it's only 9:30 and we don't start hurting white people until around 11:30, so. Oh, just joking. We don't do that here. We charge you $6 and smile. All right. All right, Miss Connolly, whenever you're ready, brother. 2 starts.
Songs for your beauty in my arms. Hey, oh, hey, oh.
All right, give Miss Connolly a big round of applause, everybody. We're going to move on down the line here to Leland Thompson. Leland, come running, walking real fast. Hey, give me one of those, Mason. 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 Give me a horse. Give me one. All right, we're moving on over here to Leland. You ready to go, brother? 2 starts. Audrey Limley, stand by. about a round of applause for Leland Thompson, folks? Audrey Limley, come on up. Audrey. And then after Audrey, we got Waya de Malanta and Martina Nicholas to round out our hand drum singers for tonight. Again, after these three singers, folks, we are going to ask our men's traditional special contestants to come on down and be ready to go after these hand drum singers. That's round number one of the Lonnie Street special, the head dancers special here. Round number one tonight, round number two tomorrow, and then we'll crown the champion on Championship Sunday there. So be ready, boys. All right, Audrey, it's all yours.
Hey oh, hey oh, hey ha, hey oh, hey ha, hey ah, hey ah, hey ha, hey ha, hey oh, hey oh, hey ha, hey oh, hey ha, hey ah, hey ah, hey ha, hey ha, hey oh, hey, hey oh. He said, take my hand, hold me tight. Tell me you love me, darling, underneath the moonlight. Then broke my heart and I lost my head. Now my mops are parked beneath his brother's bed. Hey ah, hey ha, hey ah, hey ha, hey ah, hey ah, hey ha, hey ha, hey oh, hey ah, hey ha. He said, take my hand, hold me tight. Tell me you love me, darling, underneath the moonlight. Then broke my heart and I lost my head. Now my mops are parked beneath his brother's bed.
All right, how about a round of applause for Audrey Limley? Waya de Malanta, come on down, brother. We're going to be turning it over to you here. And the Waya fan club goes wild. All two of them. Yeah, those were your daughters, right? Loud kids. All right, Waya, cook us up something. All right, thank you there, Waya. We're going to be calling on Martina Nicholas. She is the last one here in this round, this top half of the bracket. Men's traditional standby. Right after the men's traditional special round one there, men's fancy is going to be tomorrow night. The special for men's fancy is going to be tomorrow night. And then, so ladies jingle. The ladies jingle special, the old style jingle special, be ready to go after the men's traditional special. They're going to get 2 songs tonight, the men's traditional will, and then the ladies jingle get 2, and then we'll be out of this piece. Thank you, hand drum judges, for hanging in here with us. Martina Necklace going once. Got my nephew sitting up here with me, little Nate, AKA Jim Klein III. How's Grandpa? He's doing good? Right. So the men's fancy special, the committee special will be tomorrow night. We will do the men's traditional special round one right after this last hand drum singer here, and the ladies jingle special will follow that as well. Last call out for Martina Necklace. What we looking like, Yog? Grand entry tomorrow is at Grand entry tomorrow is at 7:30 a.m., right? Yeah. Ooh, man. I never got so many ugly looks from ugly people. Grand entry tomorrow is at 12 noon, which means that roll call will be at 1:15. All right, this singer doesn't look like she's here. So hand drum judges, we appreciate it. Go to your room. Get a room. Yeah. So why don't we do this, Yogi, since we got our men's traditional hanging on here. We'll go with one intertribal, go right into those men's traditional. We're going to go down here to MGM. If you would, boys, give us the song, one intertribal to warm us up, bring all the dancers back to the arena, and then we're going to go right into round one of the Lonnie Street men's traditional special. MGM, whenever you're ready, boys, I'm ready. These guys over at MGM, I'm not sure that the registration people did a background check. They'll be doing that tonight. I know there's some warrants over there, so I'll be calling the P-Town Police Department on a couple of you guys. All right, MGM, warm us up, boys, with an intertribal. Alex. All right, thank you, MGM, especially on the short notice, boys. We appreciate it. So clear the arena, ladies and gentlemen, except for our men's traditional. That's Northern and Southern, right, Lonnie? All right, so men's Northern traditional, men's Southern straight. Come on in the arena for round number 1 of Lonnie's special here. Lonnie's our head dancer, this is our head man, and he's giving back to this committee who's asked him to serve in this capacity by sponsoring this special. And what he's going to be doing here is there'll be a round tonight and a round tomorrow. And after tomorrow's round, from what I understand, they're going to pick the top 3 in each category, Northern and Southern. And then after that on Sunday, first place winner in each one of those styles, they're going to battle it out on Sunday to see who the champion is. So tonight you're going to get one Northern song and one Southern song, right? We've been asking, would you got any preference? Who goes first, brother? Flip a coin. Okay, we'll give the Southern song first. We'll go over here to the host Southern Drum, Southern Eagle. And then we'll be asking Thunder Voice for song number 2, the Northern song here in this round. Dance your style here, ladies and gentlemen. The head dancers asked me to acknowledge this powwow committee who's been so kind to us to be our host nation this weekend, and these singers for these great songs. Dance hard and dance your style here. And you're honoring the teachings that he's received from his ancestors there in the Tama, Iowa area. And again, Lonnie represents that Meskwaki Nation proudly, and he makes his home here in North Carolina now. So this is for those guys 18 and up, the grown folks. So we're going over here to Southern Eagle. Start us off here with song number 1, boys. The Storytellers, the Northern Traditional, and the Gentlemen, the Southern Straight. Let's go get them, boys. Good job. All right, about it, folks. For song number one, there, the Southern song, we're going to go right into song number two here, Lonnie. We're going to go right over song number two in your special, the Thunder Voice, the host Northern Drum. These sports psychologists, they're giving their quick advice to these guys here. So go on and crank them up, boys. Thunder Voice, whenever you're ready. Song number two, round number one. The men's traditional special, something for the storytellers. All right, how about a round of applause for these boys in round number one? We're going to get you guys to line up right across the middle of the arena. You good, Lonnie? Never mind, and shake hands, make nice, and go home, boys. Go visit your local Jack in the Box, your local Dunkin' Donuts, and slap skin, boys, slap skin. Ew. Southern Crew and Medicine Tail, stand by. We're going to be coming to you boys for songs here. We're going to be asking all of our ladies categories combined all of our adult ladies categories combined to come on out in the arena. We're going over here to Southern Crew for a song for you. So all of our adult ladies 18 and over have a roach pin that was misplaced during that song. It was picked up by our head veteran, and our arena director has it here. I think he's returning it to its owner. So all of our ladies categories 18 and older, step on out in the arena. Southern Crew, stand by for that song. As soon as these boys make out of my way. You know, we were supposed to be out of here by 10, Yogi. I don't think we're going to make it. Won't be long after that. It's 10 o'clock somewhere, right? Yeah. All right, final call, ladies 18 and older for all categories. Jingle, fancy, traditional, southern traditional, northern traditional. Coming out. '18 and older. We'll go ahead and kick out that song for us. The Southern Crew exhibition time for all these ladies. We didn't want to bring you out here this evening and not let you ladies dance, so I'm going to get in a song for you. Southern Crew, take them up top, boys. It's the exhibition for all the women's categories 18 and up. Women's Jingle Special contestants, stand by, and we need the following ladies to help us out as judges: Selena Totem, Tina Kent, Sharon Parton, Terry Scott, JJ, and Quantum Mars. We need you to help us out as the judges in the Ladies Jingle Special, the Old Style Jingle Special, coming up right after this. Quantum, JJ, Terry, Sharon, Tina, Selena. All right, that's all of our 18 and older ladies categories. Their exhibition for tonight, ladies, you're excused except for the ladies in the women's jingle special, the Old Style jingle special that's going to be going on right now. I've asked Medicine Tail if they would to give us the first song there, and then we'll be coming back to the host Northern Drum Thunder Voice for song number 2. We need Quanah Mars, JJ, Terry Scott, Sharon Parton, Tina Kent, and Selena Totem to help us out as the judges for our ladies jingle special. Again, these specials sponsored by the committee, ages 18 and older. We'd like to once again thank the committee for sponsoring these specials here this weekend to attract more of these champion dancers to come and be with us. Folks that drove, 10, 12, 14, 16 hours to come down here and be with us in the pollen-infested areas of the Carolinas. And just for all you folks with bad allergies from the north, I ordered some rain for you earlier this week. We got it all washed out of here. Just for you, Tate. I did that just for you. All right, Yogi, we good? Let's go with it. Medicine Tail asking you boys here for song number 1. Stand by, Thunder Voice. All right, give them a round of applause for song number 1 there. Thank you very much, Medicine Tail. Let's let these ladies have a pit stomp as they get ready for song number 2 in this Old Style Ladies Jingle special put on by the committee. And folks, it's a dance style that comes to us from our brothers and sisters in the Great Lakes area there. And this is the older style of that dance. You notice these ladies not wearing their plumes that they would normally wear with their contemporary outfits there, and not wearing a lot of the elaborate beadwork and a lot of the elaborate leg coverings that they would normally wear, not carrying fans. This is the original way that this dance was done for its healing purposes. And so we went there with our first song, a straight song. We'll go now with the second song, boys, the sidestep. You know what to do over here, Thunder Voice. Whenever you guys are ready, give us song number 2 as we round out our special here this afternoon. All right, how about a round of applause for these ladies as they dance these 2 songs here in our Old Style Ladies Jingle special put on by the committee. If you have a silver Honda Accord Santa Fe, Arizona tag A2K8802, you need to move, is that right? No, your keys were in the door and your car was still in the parking lot? Wow, amazing. But we have your keys up here. Silver Honda Accord with Santa Fe, Arizona tags. We have your keys. So listen up, we made a mistake earlier, and we're looking at the schedule of events here, and grand entry tomorrow is at 1 o'clock, not 12. Grand entry is at 1 o'clock. Golf clap. Thank you. Yeah. Drum call is going to be at 8:30 in the morning, but, you know, oh. Yeah. No, roll call, boys, will be at 1:45. And you boys and girls are excused here. We're going to ask a Southern Eagle to close us out here. Boys, give us a song. And then Tribal here to take us to the house. And then we're going to go stop by Jack in the Box real quick on the way back. So all of our northern groups here excused. All of our southern contest groups here are excused. Southern Eagle's going to give us this one more song and take us to the house. Thank you, ladies. We're going to add up these scores. We'll be calling out the winners of our specials when we call out our regular contest winners at the end of the powwow on Sunday. I got to go back to my room and watch some old Masters reruns. Tiger made some bogeys coming into the house. He's tied for 7th place right now. Not good. For shizzle, yeah. Always wanted to say that. Southern Eagle, whenever you're ready, boys, take us to the house. Good night, and God bless. All right, again, that's going to do it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The grand entry, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Roll call, 12:45. And who's cooking breakfast tomorrow at the hotel? Lonnie, cooking?
Uh,